Now a follow-up to the story we recently aired about the project to restore the Eric Miller Memorial Park in Bushland.
Eric's parents now live in another state but traveled back to Bushland for the rededication of the park named in their son's honor. And that's our good news with Doppler Dave.
I recently featured the Bushland High School senior project to modernize and refurbish the local Eric Miller Park. But there's much more to that story. Kids and families now enjoy using the park, which was the intent behind the project.
It makes it feel good, like before we did this, seeing no kids play out here at all, and then now seeing them come out here, it just really makes my heart happy.
But the real story lies in the memory of Eric and the impact the project has had on his family. Eric was 7 years old when struck by a car and killed in 1999. From his brother's Eagle Scout project, a plaque and memorial were erected at the park in Eric's honor. But the family then moved out of state. I asked if they thought they would ever revisit Bushland.
We were talking about it just a few days ago that we'd like to come back. And this park dedication was the way our ticket, literally, we flew to be back. And it has just been a blessing.
Eric's parents, Wade and Caroline Miller, now live in Georgia, but flew in to attend the rededication of the park. The atmosphere of love and support and seeing the park thriving with activity has been a moving experience for them.
It just continues to show what a wonderful heart in the hands and feet of God that we have in Bushland and in Amarillo, that folks would take up a project like this and put such effort and love into it.
It makes me cry. Yeah, it really does, because this is what we wanted. A safe place for families and children. We were having lunch yesterday at the little restaurant, and I was just watching families play. And I just said, thank you, Lord, because this is what our envision was for this park.
But a very special, and some may even say divine element of the story arises from all things the calendar.
The students and I looked at the calendar. We're trying to figure out what would be a good day. So we had already chosen May 19th. And when I talked to her, she got tears in her eyes and she said, May 19th, she said, that is so sweet. She said, that's his birthday. And we didn't know that at all.
And for the family, that was not simply a coincidence.
No, it was a God thing. No, it was a God thing.
Folks like to call it a God wink, and we do too. It's just a common term. We don't really believe in coincidence ourselves, and so we just presumed right from the beginning that that was the plan. So it didn't change our mind that that God had a hand in all of this. He'd be 33 today. It's his birthday, and it just worked out.
It was just a God wink, a little extra bonus that we're having on this day.
From family and old friends to current students, young and old, all in attendance, enjoyed the special event together.
His spirit is here, and that it made an impact. I was talking to his siblings, and they were just, my goodness, thank you so much. And they were enjoying watching everything. They were telling me stories.
For Wade and Caroline, this chapter simply reinforces their faith, which they want to use to encourage others.
He's sustained us since we lost Eric. He's blessed our home, our family, our kids, our grandkids, and in spite of that loss, there are people out there like us here in Amarillo who've lost someone that they cherish dearly, and that's all we want to say. It's just a word of encouragement, and this park is a place for that encouragement too.
Well, the term God wink has come up a couple times today. And I got to tell you, there's a whole lot of winking and smiling going on today. Now, that's some good news. I'm Doppler Dave for News Channel 10.